Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back along to another episode of the Debt-Free Farm Challenge with me, Simulation for the Nation. Hope you're doing very well. In today's episode, we're going to be looking into making some money, bringing in the big bucks here. We've got some contracts to finish. We're going to get those done pretty quickly though. We're going to take a little bit of assessment on the rest of the day, see how we're looking. We did just finish the live stream recently, so we're hot off the back of that one. Nothing has changed since then. So we've got plenty to do, but first thing first is we're going to jump into the fantastic 150 fast track, and we're going to take this back on up to the yard. These are the new discs that we purchased just recently. Doing a grand job actually. Cultivation is the aim of the game at the moment there, because we don't have anything established, so we're getting these jobs done where we can. And yeah, it's for 9 grand. This was a big upgrade because it's a little bit bigger, so a bigger capacity, higher output there, and we can really fly through. So we've already, in the live stream there, the contracts that we finished amassed to approximately about 6,000-7,000. So we're looking pretty good. We do need to buy one more piece of equipment. Just a small thing. We need a set of forks for the front loader, or for the telehandler, beg your pardon, there, so we can actually carry and move around any of the bags of pallets of seed that we have down and around at the yard there. So we do need something like that. But that is it. That's not going to be too much of an expense. Later down the line, I am thinking maybe the JCB having GPS would be a good move. We'll have to have a look into that one. Yeah, but for right now, we're doing all right. And we have our own yard here. We have our own field here that we need to drill. It's not quite warm enough in the ground temperature to drill that, so we're going to have to hold fire. But we'll get that one done sooner rather than later, hopefully. Now, if memory serves as well, hopefully, I'll just creep into here. I do believe I can get in through this shed door here. That does look like a wheel from my mower, though. Yes. But we'll get you parked up, and then we can have a look into. We need to claim the money from that contract, and then get that done. You'll see the John Deere is nowhere to be seen. That's currently in the field still. We're going to go and claim that now. Turns out cultivation doesn't give too much money in terms of a reward or a payment. Plowing does though. Plowing's a lot better. Nowhere near as good as fertilizer spreading, but still pretty darn good. I'll bring up the menu here. We'll have a quick look, see what we've got coming up here. My key bindings are doing that thing where it takes ages to open up the menu, but there we go. We're going to go into this page here in a minute. There we go. So you can see what we've got to do. We are currently we are in field 17, so we're about a third of the way through there, if not slightly higher. And we've got field 43 to hit up next. This one's a bit weird. Field 38, and that one's particularly weird. Harvesting barley at the moment in the middle of the back end of the winter. Really doesn't really make much sense, but such is life. It's that's what it is. That one is we're gonna do that one, but I'm not sure what it is. And field 38. Where is field 38? Field 38 is one of these? Question mark? I'm sure that's the one that we just drilled actually not so long ago. So that's a little bit odd. So with grass now. Want to put it back in the grass. Well, we can definitely take that one on again. Accept contract. Yeah, so right now though, we've got a couple on the books, a couple of things to do. Field 43 would make sense to first jump onto next as well. You can see that's where the John Deere is. We're getting through that quite nicely. So we'll do that. We'll take the fast track on down actually, because we can park it up, leave it down there for field 43. We might even get courseplay away to get that one done, because we are allowed to use courseplay. We do have to, if we use the hired worker, we do have to pay for him obviously, but hey, why not? When in Rome. So I hope you're all doing very well. This is coming out on Monday. We are now only a few days away, another 6 days away from finding out what the next DLC is going to be on the Virtual FarmCon on the 19th. I for one am very excited to see what that looks like there. It's there's a lot of anticipation. Personally, I think it could be pretty huge, and I don't know anything about brands or what the content or the context of that content might look like, but I think it's going to be a big one. I think we're going to see it around September. Think kind of platinum size. I think we could see it around then. So in which case, yeah, that is going to be pretty epic. So it would be nice if it is a brute of a pack. I have DJ Goham and myself in a recent stream when we had a podcast. We discussed the idea of just how We still get to see the Agritechnica New Holland pack, so maybe it's going to be incorporated into a DLC, but you know, who knows? Hopefully it's something completely new. Hopefully it's like a Kubota or something similar. I know it has been confirmed through Silver News or a comment on a Silver News video that it's not going to be Deutz. So at least the process of elimination rules out Deutz, I suppose. But yeah, intrigued to see what it's going to be. And no doubt the quality based on what we've seen in the most recent DLCs is only going to be incredible. And now we are popping down here. This is the main farm. This is West Newton Farm here. The farm owned by the map creators family. NM Modern's family do still own and operate this farm here. Now this particular version you may not have seen recently. This is a brand new version of the map. And I'm going to show you something on here. Have a little pop over here. There is now a brand new muck stall in the map here. Now the terrain is a little bit different, but because this is my game save here, the terrain has stayed as it is. But this is a muck stall, so you'll be able to come into here with a telehandler or with a skid steer or whatever you want to use and clear out the muck directly from in there, which I personally think is a pretty neat little idea. But yeah, never mind any more of that. We're going to go and set this all away. We've been hired in to get some work done, so that is exactly what we'll do. You can see the John Deere dead ahead. We're going to be jumping into that. We've got the GPS on the 7810, so we are ploughing at full width, really making a pretty steady looking job. We're ploughing in some cotton by the looks of things. Seems to be a lot of cotton growing around here, and they want it all ploughed in. So I am going over to 43. I'm hoping I can get through into 43 this way. I think I can. Hope so, otherwise I am sunk. There we go. And what we're going to do with field 43, the field next to the stables there, we're just going to set this away on course play, I reckon. So we're going to go course generation. I'm going to give ourselves 4 headlands because why not? Field 43. What I love about course play is that it takes into consideration the fields that you're working in. Obviously, because I only own these ones up the top there, and that work is pretty much done for now. Generate course, and it's away. So what I'll be able to do is I press back here. We're going to go first waypoint. Jump out and let you go. The Bednar press here is doing a very nice job, actually. Really nice looking piece of equipment. And he's off there. Good. And he's going to get on into the spring evening here. We're going to head back on up the track here. Like I say, ×5 is what we'll be using and staying on throughout the course of the series. So it does allow us to kind of get cracking a little bit. But because we're in spring, we're going to get some early finishes, really, I think. You can see I got cracking with this, started in the live stream, did a couple of extra lengths whilst I was just pottering around, really. Oh, there it goes, as always. Beautiful, beautiful crowd. What we will, of course, do as well, we're going to get GPS fired up, get that set on, but just look at that thing, man. Just a beautiful, beautiful setup. Absolutely adore this tractor in FS. I do find ploughing to be one of the most relaxing jobs you can get me to do, actually, in FS. It's just very satisfying. Down there. And very, very relaxing. Now, somebody did ask in one of the last videos there that if we could do a little bit more external shots, so we're definitely going to be looking to do that. We're probably going to get a bit of a time lapse going whilst we're in this field. This field of, I don't know if this is just withered cotton or if it's been harvested. It looks like it's kind of been harvested, so that's what we'll go with. But it's ploughing over very nicely anyway. I assume we're putting some spring barley in or spring wheat into here. Hopefully we'll find out because we'll get the job. But like I say, we do only have GPS on this tractor though, which means that any of my contract or any of my drilling work, because I'm using Proceed now, we do need to think about making sure that we have the John Deere available to do so, which makes logistics a little bit more tricky, but nothing that we can't handle. Just like that, get ourselves back and away. I do also need to map out the GPS onto my joystick. For those of you who have just started or seen some of the recent live streams as well, we do have the wheel camera set up now with the joystick included, so you can kind of see how I use it. Currently it's used for, in this operation, plowing here, we do use it for change of direction. It's got shuttle control on there, raising any implements, turning the implements over, and also, like I say, we're going to probably get GPS hooked onto that very soon as well. But yeah, otherwise we're kind of cruising along here. The iPlow is beautiful. I think the detail on this, I can't say I've ever got bored of using this so far. The converter pack itself is looking great. Someone did mention in the previous video as well on the debt-free farm that I should look to change up, bring in that converter in 3-meter drill, which I might do. What I want to do, just get this set up on the next pass here. What I want to do is kind of set myself up for success with multiple balers. Contract baling is a real lucrative avenue here when it comes to this debt-free farm challenge. And if I have a look at the balers here, I do currently, if I go to baling technology, I do currently have a very, very beautiful New Holland baler, courtesy of Mr. 4D Mod, and there is his autoloader trailer, and here it is, and it's very cheap. So what I fancy doing is getting this hooked up and ready to go as well. I don't know if I'll go for that or if I'll go, ooh, black. No, that's pretty cool. Think about that. But yeah, you get the gist. I'm gonna have a look into that and see what I want to do, because yeah, I just feel like it could be a great opportunity to get as many different balers on the go as possible. Courseplay. Eventually, I do want to get into the tractor loader so I can really crack on with as much of this work as possible. But we'll see. For now, all we gotta do is take on board as many of these contracts as possible. The ploughing jobs, like I say, that they are definitely the most lucrative, and we're going to continue with these and see how we get on with them, really. What I think we'll do for now, though, is we just continue to crack through here, is send up the drone, set the music going, and we'll have a bit of a time lapse whilst we work our way through. Alright then, welcome on back. We've probably got about 2/3 of the field. No, maybe about half the field done. Somewhere between 2/3 and a half. But anyway, we're cracking along. We'll hopefully get this done in the next half an hour or so. I'm going to be working through into the evening there, but I'm all good with that. Got the lights on the tractor for a reason. We can just keep cracking along. Looks like the hard worker in the fast track is pushing through very nicely as well. We're gonna wait until we see that finish, and then we'll collect that fee as well. What I'm hoping for by the time we wake up tomorrow morning, sun's about to set over there, you can see. But as we wake up tomorrow morning, hopefully we'll start to see a few more drops coming through as well. A bit more, some more drilling would be fantastic there. Maybe even a little bit more field work as well, and I'd love to see some fertilizer drops, because as we know, those puppies pay well. They really, really do. So we'll see. Anyway, that would be the dream. We'll see how we look there. 7810 is handling this plow majestically. It's really not showing any signs or any complaints with it, really. It's just a beautiful, beautiful setup, and I'm very happy about being able to crack on with it. Okay, that's it lined up a little bit better there. Happy days. The easy way to plow, really. It's pretty much boys land here, and we're using GPS. I usually don't like to use GPS when I'm plowing, but just to ensure that with Evos that I get the full maximum efficiency, really, I'm gonna go for it. And yeah, it seems to work quite well. Once you factor in the headland on there as well, there's probably only about another 5 or 6 passes, and we're about ready to start to pull in the headland. So we'll see. We are going to be plowing out the headland here, which does mean we're going to be starting from the outside edge, working our way in, throwing the soil over towards the perimeter edge. But yeah, that shouldn't be a problem here. That's my preferred method, really. I don't know why. Always that way I like to do it if I have the option. The width on that, very width though, is rather impressive. I'm going to start to just pull in the cuts, I think, here a little bit. I'm making that a little shorter because the field is starting to bend around the cuts there. Okay, we're flying along now. As I bring up the map there, you can see fast track coursework worker is still kicking along. Now we do own quite a few fields. I am still in the mindset that I think maybe 2 of those grass fields, maybe 6950 or 4061, they are both going to be ploughed in after we've got a proper silage off them. I think that just makes sense, really. So we'll definitely have to get that done sooner rather than later. And then if we can get a decent first cut of silage off there, we might just do it straight away, because then we'll be able to put a second spring crop in. A late spring crop albeit, but the spring crop nonetheless, and hopefully be able to get make that field pay us twice, really. We'll see. And we keep going, so yeah, not much of this field left at all. We should get it all done in the like I said, before it gets too dark. This will be the second field that we've all ploughed over. I think there's one more contract to do, but yeah, they can keep coming. As far as I'm concerned, I find this to be very relaxing and my preferred method of cracking along. For the rest of this week, we are going to be coming back with the debt-free farm challenge. Put the live stream in there somewhere. There will be Meadow Grove has returned once again. It returned on the weekend just gone there, and on Wednesday we're going to be seeing a real big arrival for the young farmer on Sandy Bay, so keep an eye out for that one, because that is something that I'm really looking forward to, very much looking forward to. So with all that being said, it's going to be a busy week, and we'll see where we get cracking along with from there. But plenty to do on all my maps here, trying to keep them all staggered out a little bit. Obviously with the debt-free farm, we're in spring right now. Sandy Bay, we're currently in autumn, early autumn that is at the moment there, and Meadow Grove, we're currently just in summer. So they're all kind of staggered, so hopefully it stays that way, so we don't end up doing the same job in every episode or every series there, because that can get a little bit repetitive, but we'll see. We should be good. But yeah, other than that, I'm probably just gonna check back in with our fast track driver. We're at 68% now, which is pretty darn good. And we're cultivating field 43, and we are at big 94. So what we'll do, we'll just take this up to the end of the road here. Like I said, this is not going to take me too much longer to do anyway. I'm probably just going to get that courseplay worker all buttoned up and finished off. We'll leave the fast track here until we are done, at which point we'll just follow me into in both all I think. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Whoop. Okay, so through we come. Looking like they've done a reasonably good job. Courseplay, of course, has missed the bits here and there, but what can you do? I love that rustic look on the tin metal there on that building. That does look rather cool. So I'm assuming he's finishing over the hill. There's some. Oh, he's got his lights on. He's coming up the hill. Wonderful. Rather cool. And as we're looking here as well, what are we looking like? 98%. Fantastic there. 78 is going to be a pretty big field. We're going to go and crack on with that one next. That's going to take a little bit of time, and that's on the big hill if memory serves. So that's going to really put some grunt into the. Oh, there we go. We have finished. Select. That's going to put some grunt into the 7810. Interesting note, we have to transport there. That one I'm probably going to cancel. I think that's just a bit of an error. So I'll accept, and I'm going to. It's disappeared. That makes sense. Okay. And then yeah, we'll get these ones done. A little bit of drilling, a little bit of plowing, and we're cracking on. So by looking at this there, as you see in the background, we've got the fast track just finishing off, but that's 2.5 grand, that's 5,000, 7,300, let's call it 7.5. With rounding up there with a few additional add-ons there, 7.5, we've got that drilling to do, that's going to be 8.5, 8 3/4, and a very lucrative transport job as well. So that's going to be a tiny little bit of money there for us. So we're going to be doing pretty well. What I do again, that shell transporting job does really drive home the need for a front loader. Well, I don't know, because that telehandler is great, but boy is it slow, as we know. However, we have finished. We've been paid. We're going to just call off the fast track now. He's done. It's getting a bit late. It's 6:25 in the evening. We've got to get run over. Look at that, though. Doesn't that just look like a thing of beauty? See if we can get a nice little picture of that one. Yes. Stop the driver, do that, perfect, lift you up. Alright. We'll just lift you up there, we don't need to see you. Lovely, lovely fast track, it is looking beautiful. Someone mentioned in the live stream that would love to see a 3220, and I wholeheartedly agree. It still has a very similar shape to this, it's a little bit more rounded, but yeah, it'll be a beautiful tractor to have. Really, really would. What I think we'll do, we're just gonna pull this up here like that. I'm gonna jump out and we're gonna get this all folded up, ready to roll, and take it back on up to the yard. But for now, I think we're gonna leave it here for this episode of the Debt Free Farm Live Challenge with me, Simulation for the Nation on West Newton. I hope you have enjoyed. We're bringing in the money. We're starting to get a little bit more back for our work, so we're doing well. Lots to go with though. We'll move forward on that one. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you later.